Welcome
to
Those Two Chicks with a podcast. I'm Jordan.
I'm Emma Grace.
We're here.
I look rough today.
I
scratched my eye and now it hurts.
Oh yeah, I can't even. It literally makes me like twitch thinking about it.
It's awful.
It
hurts.
The
worst feeling ever.
Well, at least you didn't get like a black eye though.
No,
I just
hurts
saw a
to
video
blink.
of a bride who gave herself a black eye like the day before the wedding.
That's the worst. Oh my gosh, I forgot to turn off the AC.
Oh no. So I had to tell you my story.
Oh yes.
It was funnier the day of. Like now I think about it, I'm like, you fucking.
Okay.
But I was very antsy, okay?
Yes.
So we drove to Kalamazoo. I hate 94. Like when you get onto 94, and Lucas always has to go to this store that's over on, I don't know what fucking road it is. The road with the airport. Portage Road? I don't know what it is. But you got to go through a lot of the construction on 94. It's not like you get on and get right off. Like you got to go through. That makes me flustered. Mm-hmm. So we were leaving. I was already flustered because they were like 16-year-old kids on my ass weaving through traffic. That pisses me off so bad. And then, after I got a ticket a couple months ago, I've just been freaked out by cops. Like, I can't do it. But I still speed. So I was speeding in the fast lane, but I was only going like 75. Like, I wasn't going fucking 90.
Right.
And then all of a sudden I saw a cop getting onto the highway. And I'm like, Lucas! He's like, you're fine. I'm like, I gotta get over. So I slowed way down and I got over, but I cut the cop off. And I was hitting my brake. And I was like, Lucas, she's gonna pull me over. He's like, you're fine. And then she turned her lights on. And she gets out. She's like, did you not see me? And I was like, actually, I did see you, and that's why I did it, because I was scared.
You didn't.
Honest. I was going 73, and I was scared because I was speeding. I lied. I was going 75.
Right.
But it's like, I was scared, so I got over, and I didn't realize how close you were to me. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. And she's like, I don't want to be in the highway right now. Just pay attention. And I was like, okay. And she let me go.
Well, there you go. Hey.
But I was like, I cut a fucking cop off just because I was anxious.
Gosh.
And I had to tell you, I was cracking the fuck up. I was like, I can't fucking believe I just did that.
I can't believe you did that either.
I don't know. And then something else happened that day and I can't remember it. I was a mess that day.
I feel like you need a shirt.
We
need to make a shirt or something.
I just want to get a shirt that says I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm doing my fucking best out here.
I know. I have something to tell you.
Tell me.
Okay. This is Poopery.
Okay.
And I bought it because...
I poop at your house a lot?
No.
Oh.
I like the toilet. I like everything to smell nice.
Yeah, it
right?
smells good up here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like to keep things that smell nice. However, the problem is that we have someone, not me, but someone else in my household that does not.
Callum.
It's not Callum. So, process of elimination. It's somebody.
The ghost who lives in your third bedroom.
Right. So it's Poopery.
Okay.
And it works. I will say it works. I love it. You spray it before you go, right?
Okay.
Have you ever read the side of the bottle?
No.
I'm going to then.
Okay.
There once was a lad from whose odor he'd rather disown. Now he's taming his poo by anointing the loo, and now happily sits on his throne. That's what it says. And then it says, to anoint, shake well, spritz 3 to 5 sprays into the toilet bowl on the water's surface. Proceed to use throne as usual. But it's just like, you can leave the porcelain throne smelling better than you found it.
Oh, that's great branding.
But I just thought, there's a little poem. I read it. And
that's for if you forget your phone in another room when you go to poop, you can read the Poopery bottle.
You can. So the shampoo bottle.
That's why
or
they did it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I had a little chuckle, a little chortle.
They wrote that about Jordan.
I think so.
Not me, Dan, Jordan. Mm-hmm. Although I should use that a little more often.
You know, I got a 3-pack from Costco, and
I my shit smell doesn't stay around for that long.
That's good.
My sister, however, it makes Lila cry. She cried the other day.
To make a child cry.
I have a video.
From your poo.
Hold on. I have a video.
You have a video of your child crying because of the poop?
Yes.
Wow.
Wait, tell me again what? What's the matter?
Poop up there and I smelled it.
It smelled like poop up there. Who did that?
Edie did.
Oh, she said Edie, but it was Jebba.
Jenny? Then he was coming out and then it smelled like poo.
When Jenny came out, it smelled like poo.
Did you show Jenna that?
Yes, she
Oh.
messaged me first. She messaged me while she was upstairs, and she's like, Lila just came up and was crying because it smelled so bad up here. And then Lila came down, and I was pooping downstairs, and she came in. Yeah.
Do you want to do a fun fact?
Sure.
Okay.
Fun facts with Emma.
Welcome to Fun Facts with Emma. I'm your host, Emma. I have an interesting fun fact.
Okay.
I was reading a book.
Ooh.
I do that sometimes.
She reads.
Once I figured out the book was upside down, then I was...
Then she was good to go. I was flying through those pages.
But it was like an old Victorian thriller.
Oh.
But it had like some Victorian slang in it.
Ooh.
That I didn't know what it meant, so I had to Google it. And then I came across a whole website of Victorian slang.
Who makes those? Probably you. You're like actually promoting your own website that you just made.
But some of them are just so funny. So I'm going to tell you them, and
Okay.
I want you to guess what you think it might be.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you what it is. The first one is Bow Wow Mutton.
Okay.
What do you think that might be?
Bow Wow mutton. Like, popping that pussy. Like, you go, bitch.
You are so close.
For real?
No.
Oh!
It's a naval term referring to meat so bad.
What?
So, like, you'd say if it was if a meat was really bad,
Oh.
like rotten, you'd be like, oh, that's Bow Wow Mutton.
What? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, the next one.
I bet that happened a lot. Because for a second I was like,
Yeah.
why is that a slang term? But
You
it
think
probably
of
did
Victorian
happen a lot.
times
Yeah.
in the icebox.
No
went bad.
refrigeration.
Right.
Yeah.
The next one is butter up bacon. This was in my book.
Is this
actually.
about meat too?
No. That's
Okay.
your hint. It's not about meat.
Butter up bacon. Like, ooey. No.
I mean, in a way, it means extravagance. So it's too much extravagance. Like, bacon's already so good. Why would you butter up bacon?
That makes sense.
So
I was
it's
kind of wondering.
too much.
It's like, that's butter up bacon of you.
This one's really funny.
Okay.
A church bell. If you called someone a church bell, what do you think that means?
I don't know.
It means a talkative woman or person. So if they talk too much, it's like, oh, they're a church bell.
What?
All right, this next one is called Chuckaboo. If someone was
That
a
sounds
chuckaboo.
inappropriate.
I know.
Okay.
It's not inappropriate.
It's not
though.
racist?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Chuckaboo. You're funny?
It's a nickname given to a close friend.
Oh.
So I'd be like, oh, this is Jordan, my chuckaboo.
I fucking
So
hate that.
therefore,
I hate
I
that.
would like t-shirts made that say
Chuckaboos.
Chuckaboo.
I'm telling you, people are going to think that's inappropriate.
Probably. And Ben will sell so many of them.
It sounds bad.
And then when they find out it's not, they'll be like, oh, I want a chuckaboo shirt.
Chuckaboo. Ooh.
This is my favorite one.
Okay.
Got the morbs. What does that mean?
Got them orbs or got the morbs?
Morbs.
Got the morbs.
Yeah.
Got the morbs. Say it in a sentence. Yee, got the morbs.
I visited my mom the other day, and I felt like she got the morbs.
Measles?
No. That wasn't a really good version of it. No, it's just a person who has temporary sadness. So if they're sad, they got the morbs. Like they're morbid.
Oh.
Morbs. Got the
I would
morbs.
say like,
Like,
oh, my mom's
I'm
goat
so-
ran away. She's got the morbs.
Like, got
Yeah.
the morbs. But I feel like you
morbs.
could use that in a lot of scenarios.
Yeah.
The next one. Bang up the elephant.
What? That's inappropriate too. Okay, say that in a sentence.
You got all your ingredients to make a dish.
Okay.
Bang up the elephant. You got everything you need.
I'ma get her done. Oh, really?
That's what it means. It's like perfect or complete. So something's
good.
complete.
Bang up the elephant.
You bang up the
Bang up
elephant.
the elephant. Okay.
All right. Umble come stumble.
Bitch. What is this, a nursery rhyme?
Kind of.
Umble come stumble?
Yeah.
That was me when I was drunk. I don't know. I have no guesses.
So if someone, that would be like you thoroughly understood something. So if someone told you directions, you're like, oh, umble can stumble.
That sounds like I don't know what's going on.
I know, it's like the opposite one.
Like, that makes no sense.
All right, we have 3 more.
Okay.
Giggle mug.
Giggle mug.
Yeah.
Is that like someone drinking like a beer or something?
No.
Okay.
It's a smiling face. Someone's smiling, be like, oh, look at their giggle mug.
Ew. These are so creepy.
I know.
Giggle mug.
Next one. Coppa mouse.
Coppa mouse. Coppa mouse. Coppa mouse. I don't know.
To get a black eye.
What?
Coppa mouse. I don't
That what you did to yourself? Yes.
Yeah.
I coppa mouse.
My last one. Orf chump.
What the fuck?
This was also my book.
Can you read
Orf
this?
chump.
Or, like, give me a sentence.
After seeing the dead body, I think that was, what was the sentence in my book? After coming across the dead body, the character left was Orf chump. Orf chumped.
Sick?
Yeah, no appetite, sick.
Yeah, like gonna puke. Orf chumped.
Like you lost your appetite, Orf chump.
It's like they don't make any sense. I can see why those didn't stick around.
I think I should bring them back.
Bang up the elephant. I could use that.
Hashtag bang up the elephant.
Yes, that's what I'll put in our hashtags for these clips. That's perfect.
Anyway, that was your Victorian slang.
I'm gonna talk about something a little cringy. And this is, what did Jordan find online?
What is it this time?
Miranda Sings.
Oh.
Yeah. I feel like we should talk about her apology video.
I agree.
Did you watch it?
Yeah. A little part. The parts I saw on TikTok.
I didn't watch the whole thing because I just can't.
Yeah.
So let's tell the people
Okay.
everything that's gone on. I have never been into Miranda Sings.
Me either.
But she was popular when we were younger. I feel like my brother kind of liked Miranda Sings a little bit, Jacob. I'm talking about you. But it also, I remember laughing at Shane Dawson's videos that were, completely inappropriate at that time.
Yeah.
I feel like humor was, not that it wasn't wrong. I'm not trying to say that. I just feel like humor was, fucked up at that time.
I mean, if we look at a bunch of 90 movies that we watched, it's like, why did we watch this?
Yeah, no,
Why
it's
was this okay?
it's crazy. Did you know Disney puts warnings now at their old movies?
No.
I thought that was, I was watching Lady and the Tramp yesterday, and a warning came up.
Oh.
And for a second, because I haven't even seen Lady and the Tramp in forever, I was like, what is this about? And then I watched it, I was like, I get it.
Oh.
I get it. But essentially, it's at the time this was at the time we thought this was acceptable. Yeah. It was never acceptable, and we know now.
Right.
And I feel like that's kind of what's gone on with a lot of these YouTubers. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we'll get more into cancel culture. Let's just talk about Colleen for a minute. So if you guys don't know, I'll send you a picture. We can insert a picture. Miranda Sings. Mm-hmm. She's had YouTube videos for forever. Yeah. It feels like 10 years at least. And I did not realize, honestly, I thought she was just kind of making fun of, disabled people a little bit, which is super wrong. But I also didn't realize how many, pedophile jokes she was making.
Oh, okay.
Bad. Even when she was on Netflix. I'm curious if Netflix still has her show up.
She was on Netflix?
Mm-hmm. She had a Netflix show for a hot second. And
see, I know of her, and I saw the apologies, but I don't know any of her videos.
She had 2 seasons on Netflix, but the whole, running joke is that she had, a relationship with her uncle.
Okay.
And she, talks about, they'd watch movies and they'd make movies.
Ew.
And then she talked about, her first kiss with her uncle and, all this shit. And it's why was that ever, a thing?
Yeah.
Why is that ever funny? It literally makes my stomach hurt if you guys go back and watch some of these videos. It's very fucked up. So that's, I would say, the content part. But then she was doing tours.
Okay.
Where she would have skits. And these are all for kids. Kids are her demographic. It's not, 20... I mean, I'm sure there were some 20-year-olds who found her funny. But it was mostly kids, teenagers. And she would do skits, like a porn skit, And then she would do a skit where the joke was, like, trying to get a boy to, like, put his hand in her pants.
Why was that ever okay?
I don't know. We'll insert the clip here. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
So you guys can see part of the skit. And it's just, I didn't realize, like, how creepy she was because I never paid attention to her.
Right.
So meanwhile, this is, like, her shtick. This is what she's posting, her content, whatever. Behind the scenes, she has a group chat with her fans where she's, like, actively talking to teenagers. They were, like, 13, 14 years old. And she's...
weird.
I know. And she's, like, telling them about her marriage problems. She keeps talking about wanting to have a sleepover. This one kid was like, my ass looks good today. And she's like, pics. Send me pics. It's fucking weird.
That's weird.
I don't know if I would go as far to be like, oh, she was definitely, like, being a... I don't know how to explain it. Because in her apology video, she talks about how she knows it was wrong to talk to these kids and blah, blah, blah. I think she just had, like, some immaturity issues and still saw herself maybe as, like, that age. She's, like, just talking to her friends, and it was inappropriate because they're her fans. I don't know, because basically people are going as far to make her seem like she's a P word. I just think she's inappropriate, like, very inappropriate. Her humor's very inappropriate.
Yeah.
The reach she had with her fans, very inappropriate. She then, like... in more recent years, she got a divorce from her husband.
Okay.
And she's in these group chats telling them, like, details about it and talking about how he's abusive, which he's completely denied.
Okay.
The fans would then go online and, like, post about all this shit to make him look bad.
Wow.
And then, like, meanwhile, she's, like, posting about her kids all the time, essentially, and, like, doing weird skits with them, too, essentially, like, almost grooming her own children. It's fucking weird.
That's really gross.
It's weird. I just think, like, she has a very sick, twisted sense of humor, and she's, like, she's bringing young people into it, and it's wrong. It's really creepy. So what does this bitch do? Sorry, you can cut that out. So what does this person do? You can leave that out, okay? I don't care. She makes an apology video.
Uh-huh.
That is the worst apology
It
video
is.
in the history of YouTubers getting canceled. It's so bad. She gets on her fucking ukulele and she's like, my team advised me not to talk about this, but I can sing about it.
It is so bad.
So we'll just play a tiny bit.
Sometimes people make mistakes simply because they made a mistake.
Okay. Wait.
That mistake doesn't make them a terrible human. It just makes them a human.
Is that the end of it?
What do I know? Fuck me, right?
No, this is the very end. I'm sorry. So I didn't watch the whole end.
Sometimes people can make a mistake. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break.
Yeah, she's just like, it's a 10-minute video of her just singing. And it's like, okay, so here's my thing. You know, it seems insensitive.
It's just like, she's singing.
It's like something she's saying, because she talks about how, you know, people run with the cancel culture. They run with the toxic, attacking a person. And I agree, like,
I agree with that, yeah.
wholeheartedly, like, cancel culture is dangerous. There's shit that I posted when I was, like, a 12-year-old, 11-year-old online that's appalling. Like, it literally makes me sick to my stomach when I read, like, the words that I, like, fucking wrote online.
Yeah.
Horrible. And I've deleted them, so don't come looking for them. But it's just the fact that, like, she has kept doing the things.
Yeah.
Like, up until very recently. She's on tour right now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Like, it's all so wildly inappropriate. And it's like, instead of just coming on, like, she did say, like, yeah, it was wrong of me to talk to my fans, but I was just being lame. I wasn't being, like, I wasn't grooming them. I wasn't being, like, a P word. But it's like, and said, like, in her apology, she said I had some bad boundaries. But
I
it's
think
like,
that's where she got confused. Like,
Okay,
she thought she was,
Colleen.
like, being that,
yeah.
like, escape for some kids. 'Cause
Yeah.
some kids are like, I had a really bad day, I got
And
bullied,
honestly, I think
whatever.
she was using them as an escape for herself.
Exactly. It
That's
just
where the
crossed
problem
line.
is. But it's all the other things that she's doing too. It's literally her fucking content. Yeah. Like, if you want to truly be sorry, get rid of your character. Mm-hmm. Like Shane Dawson did.
Yep.
He got rid of his characters. And you can say, oh, what Shane Dawson was doing in blackface, it's like way worse. And I agree, Shane Dawson's characters were fucking atrocious. Shane Dawson had instances of like being very inappropriate with kids or making inappropriate jokes. He deleted all of it. He came on and sincerely apologized, and you know, like I said, humor was fucking different back then. She's still doing it. She's like actively doing this character. She just had a fucking Netflix show with this character. You can't pick and choose.
No.
You know, like if you're gonna be all about fucking cancel culture, she needs to be held accountable. Don't make her wanna not be on this planet, because some people do that with cancel culture. They're really horrible.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But it's like, and then you sing on a fucking ukulele about it.
The
like,
ukulele got me.
So embarrassing.
Can you imagine, like,
so
if I got in a fight with my husband, okay, we got a really big argument, and I come downstairs with my ukulele, I'm like, can't talk about this to you, but let me sing it for you.
Made a mistake. It's just so fucking cringy, and it's like, if you're sorry, be sorry. Tell, like, she couldn't even admit, other than the conversation, what she truly did wrong.
Right.
And I just can't get over it.
But I love that about YouTuber apologies. Yeah, I feel like they just go around everything.
They do.
So many of them. I saw a couple of TikToks that were like rating
the
worst apologies ever to whatever one. They're so good.
So good. And, you know, like, when I was younger, I, like, wanted to be a YouTuber, and I wanted to do all these things, and I'm like, I'm glad I'm not posting on social media like I used to, because...
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
You really can't do anything.
No!
And I really do agree. I think some parts, it's gone too far.
Oh,
and that was actually, a couple, like, therapists that have said, like, everyone's a narcissist, everyone's gaslighting, and a lot of times they're not. It's just what we... assume now. Like, we just kind of go for it.
Well, everyone just, like, we, like, attack people. Exactly. We, like, make up diagnoses, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's too much.
And
it's
I
too
think
much.
it's, like, I can kind of get where these YouTubers kind of have their breaking point.
Yeah.
But then at least be sorry. Like, if you understand what you did wrong. If you didn't do anything, I get it. Like, you know.
Yeah.
But
she can't even admit that.
Exactly. That's the problem.
No.
All she can do is get out her ukulele.
No. It's like, I fully believe, like, people being held accountable, delete the shit, go away for a little bit. Please come back, Jenna Marbles. We miss you.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love Jenna Marbles. Mm-hmm. But there was an example of people going too fucking far, and now she's gone forever.
Exactly.
She's probably a lot happier now, but...
Probably, but still, it's like that. Then Jenna Marbles is a great example of that. Of
It
went so far.
It's just with Colleen, you can tell it's so fucking... It's like, you guys are actually all wrong. Like, I'll kind of say sorry about this, but you guys are fucking crazy. And it's like, well, I don't think that's fully the case.
Honestly, I hate being this person. But it really just makes you want to monitor what your kids are watching now. 1,000%. Even more. Just imagine.
Lincoln's just watching Skibbity Toilet all the time.
Right, but then it's like, what if you found out, like, Skibbity Toilet had, like, a fan base, and these grown men were talking to your children?
Yeah, it's
like,
fucked.
It's different.
I just saw a post on Facebook that a mom, I think she was pretty local, too. Her kid was on something, whether it was maybe it was Roblox, and a man was trying to meet up with her. Her 4-year-old daughter, the guy was like, tell me your address. And she's like, I don't know it. Maybe she was like 5, whatever. She's like, I don't know. And he's like, go ask your mom what your address is. And it's like, that's so fucked up. It's scary.
Really just scary.
It's so scary. So, good thing Linky doesn't know how to fully spell yet. Lincoln thinks he lives on Lincoln Street.
Aww.
And his house is yellow. Because he's a sunshine boy, and he has a golden retriever. So, good luck finding him. We have none of those things. We're doing something super fun today.
Yeah, we are.
Creepy pasta.
Were you really into creepypasta?
Not really, because I got scared a lot.
I didn't know much of it.
Later. Sometimes I like watching, like, where they do the game where the guy's jumping on the blocks and they read a scary story.
Oh, yeah.
I like those, but, like, when I was younger, I was just like,
Yeah, same.
Scares me.
But I know that was, like, the thing.
Yeah, people love creepypasta.
The thing.
Do you want to go first?
Sure.
I mean, I don't care. I can go first, too.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Right, mine is called instant messaging.
Okay.
I'm already
scared.
All right. It all started on the 14th night of March, the night of my parents' 20th wedding anniversary.
Ooh.
It was a wonderful sunny day, if memory serves, surprisingly warm for the beginning of spring. The beautiful weather was perfect for the atmosphere of the day.
I can't look at you because you keep smiling.
I'm sorry, I'm a very smiley person, I realized.
You're such a chug-a-mug. What is it?
A giggle mug.
A giggle mug.
A chug-a-mug. Are you calling me fat?
No! That's a chug-a-blub.
Oh.
Okay, sorry.
Which is so fun. Well, can we stop? I have such a resting bitch face.
Yeah.
Everyone always asks me if I'm mad.
Really?
But whenever I read or something, maybe I just don't like them.
I don't
maybe
think
that's
you have
the
a bitch
issue.
face.
Everyone's always like, why are you so mad? Why are you so judgy? Why are you so angry? I'm like, maybe it's just my face. But I feel like every time I read, I'm
Maybe
always
it's because
like
I
smiling.
know you.
Maybe.
That I like don't think. I don't know.
Thank you.
I don't
But anyway, I feel like I'm always smiling on stuff.
Yeah.
I can't be taken seriously.
Okay.
All right. So, it's a nice day.
Okay.
Being married for 20 years is obviously a big occasion, so my parents had booked a table at our favorite Italian restaurant.
Oh, gabagool.
That
gabagool
pasta.
Italian?
Of course, this was a formal occasion, so I had my best suit on. It was 5:33.
I'm just laughing because I just pictured them just going to Olive Garden.
In my best attire.
I would go
Yeah.
for my 20th anniversary.
I would.
Fuck yeah.
And I was just straightening my tie when my phone went off.
Mm-hmm.
I received a message. That's strange, I thought. That never
No
happens.
one likes me.
Which is so true. To me, I'd be like, who's messaging
Me.
It was from my mom.
Oh.
It was quite a jumble of numbers and letters, but through the vocabulary stew, I could make out the legible phrase, please help me.
Oh.
It should be without saying that this worried me greatly, so I immediately replied, are you okay? Just as instantly, I got another text which read, oops, pocket text. I sighed with all the relief I had and continued to prepare myself, which I think
So
is
he's
still
not at the
straightening his tie.
restaurant yet?
No, he's getting ready.
Oh, okay,
He received
okay.
a text.
I thought he was in the bathroom at the restaurant.
No, it's 5:33. He received
Help me, they didn't put enough Parmesan on my
I need the poopery.
For real. Here's no toilet paper in my stall.
A few minutes later, I received yet another message, this time from my dad. I checked the text, and once again, it was a massive mixture of letters and numbers with the phrase, please help me, concealed within. Creepy though this was, my dad was always a joker, so I presumed he was just joking around until I was sent another text saying, oops, pocket text. Now this sparked panic. Exactly half a minute passed when I received the exact same message from my sister. This could not be coincidental. It just couldn't. In a state of sheer anxiety, I started to run to the restaurant. I made it about a quarter of the way before I was stopped by a police officer. Main roads closed, he said. Huge car crash. This was the exact moment I realized just what had happened. I demanded to see the wreckage. A request and surprise was allowed. Well, yeah, that's true. That was never be allowed.
Right.
They'd be like, no.
Right? What?
When I got there, it wasn't the car that caught my eye, not the flames billowing from the destroyed vehicle. No, I was horrified to see the lifeless corpses of my mother, father, and sister.
Oh my God.
I asked for the estimated time of their deaths. All three of them were killed instantly by the collision at 5:32.
What time did you get the messages?
5:33 and after.
Ooh.
So they texted him from the dead. Please help me.
Well, why would the mom just be like, oops, pocket dial?
I don't know. It was just kind of like ooh, that's creepy, but also kind of funny.
No, that gave me goosebumps at the end, but I'm just like, so her ghost was like, please help me, and then she was like,
just kidding.
I'm already dead, pocket dial.
All three of them said that.
That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. And the police officer was like, yeah, you can come see this
And
car
the guy's
crash.
just like, so we're not going to Olive Garden? I really wanted to get that deal where I get to bring home the pasta. I wanted the pasta. That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, creepy pasta.
That's why they were going to go get pasta.
That makes sense. All right, you ready to hear mine?
Yes.
Okay. This is called... Boo. Wait, this is false. Hold on, let me make sure I don't have this shit over now. Can't move them or else you're done.
Yeah.
Okay. If you see a light on the water, run. Which would be bad for me because I'm not a good runner.
We just fall.
My ankles are fucked up. Ow. Okay. It happened at Morgan's party. Her parents had a mansion at the edge of the lake. We were down at the shore, dipping our toes in the water and drinking mojitos. Not that good. Aaron, Mabel, John, and me. We just graduated from high school, and the entire world was at our fingertips.
So they chose a mojito?
Yeah, it's like kind of weird. Like I feel like they'd be drinking Trulies or something. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if we didn't go. Would we be safe? Would our lives be normal? I guess it doesn't matter. We chose to go, and that was the night everything changed. Okay. It was near 1 a.m., I think. The flames danced, sending long shadows across the sand. The scent of burned wood and booze wafted through the air. Delicious. It was a moonless night, and the houses across the lake were dark. People were hanging out in their little groups, laughing and whispering and lighting joints. Okay. Lays it. We were down by the shore, feeling the cool water roll over our feet. God, they've been at their toes gotta be pruny. Reminiscing about our final weeks of high school. Then Mabel asked, "What's that?" We all looked up. Sorry, I got an ad from Ollie's. There was a light in the distance, maybe 100 yards away from us, straight across the lake. With how dark it was impossible to tell if it was floating above the water or if it was on the opposite shore. Maybe it's like one of those old wisp things, I thought. I don't know what she means by that.
Have you seen Brave?
Oh, where they're like,
wisps.
ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. I thought you only got those in swamps. Maybe.
What are you doing in my swamp?
This is supposed to be scary.
I'm sorry. Whew, I'm
Okay.
terrified.
The next line's kind of funny too. Oh shit, you guys, it's a UFO! Aliens!
Did you write this?
Oh my god! John imitated that guy on the History Channel meme. Aliens! He's me in this story.
I think you wrote this.
I just wanted to debut my own stories.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. We rolled our eyes and laughed.
Same. That's that.
Seems easy. Ooh, but still, I couldn't take my eyes off it. Neither could the other three. We watched it in uncomfortable silence, and then I realized it was bobbing up and down slowly, as if it were attached to a buoy in the water, or held by someone who was slowly walking towards the shore. Maybe someone's on the other side of the lake, with their phone flashlight on or something? Aaron asked, squinting in the darkness. Maybe we woke them up. Yeah, but then wouldn't the house be lit up, I asked. Nah, if they got half a brain, they'll keep the lights off. That way no one can see them, John shrugged. It's what I'd do.
I like that. Nah.
The way it bobbed up and down was calming, almost hypnotic. It made me think there was no way it was a person. It's too perfect. Must be some sort of lantern or something. But it hadn't been on before. Something must have triggered it. Maybe it was a lamppost on the shore with a motion trigger, but then again, that didn't explain the bobbing. So weird, Mabel said, shaking her head. There's no way they can see us, right? Aaron asked, tapping nervously on the mojito glass in his hands. I mean, we're too far away, right? Yeah, no way they can see us, I replied. Maybe it's my voices, too. Like, I should not. Yeah! And then the light went off.
Oh.
Just like that, we stopped talking about it. Mabel started talking about how she and John would be leaving for U of Miami at the end of August. My heart hurt, knowing Aaron was going to Stanford and I'd be thousands of miles away, attending the state college. I held Aaron's hand a little tighter, trying to hold on to this memory forever. Just sitting next to him, feeling him breathe under a sky full of stars.
Ew. If I felt my husband breathe, I'd be like, you're too close right now.
Shut the fuck up. Why are you breathing so loud?
Way too close.
Why are you breathing at me? I feel your breath on my neck.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's freezing out here, Mabel said, hugging herself. I'm going to go to the car and get my jacket. You guys need anything? Nah, we're good, John said, giving her a wave. But just a minute or two after she left, the light blinked back on. And it was halfway across the lake. Look, look! I grabbed Aaron's arms. It's coming towards us. Oh no, it's a boat, a police boat. They're coming to bust us. He dumped his mojito in the sand and got up. Relax, the police would just come to the house. They wouldn't come on over a boat, John said, rolling his eyes. What, you're scared you're going to lose your little spot at Stanford? So unnecessary, unnecessary commentary. Oh, fuck off, Aaron replied. Sassy. I glanced at the other partygoers. Most were oblivious, but I thought it was just the four of them. Most were oblivious, but a few were pointing to the shore. The light continued towards us, maybe 50 yards away now, blaring white, unblinking. A chill ran down my spine. Who'd be on a boat so late? I asked, getting up and brushing the sand off my legs.
I'm sorry, it's just so funny.
What?
Just the way that they describe these things, I'm like, what's going on?
Maybe it's a bunch of weird guys.
There it is. I just knew it.
I mean, most of us in attendance were women, and we practically had a spotlight on us with the bonfire. Maybe they'd been idling out in the dark water for hours, watching us. But they'd be stupid to take us on, right? There were like 30 people here. Some of them guys. Athletes, even. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, he plays high school football. Hey. Get away from here. I play lacrosse. Lacrosse people are pretty buff, but
Yeah.
Okay. Unless they had a gun.
Okay, sure. Fair point.
The light grew closer. They're coming right at us! He didn't scream it. John said, the usual laughter in his voice gone. The chatter had died down, and a few others were picking up their stuff, heading for the stairs. Where's Mabel? John asked, scanning the crowd. I looked around, too. I guess she's still at the car. We'll go up and tell her. The three of us jogged through the sand to the wooden stairs that made the climb up to Morgan's mansion. Behind us, the chatter picked up again. But confused, distressed, I heard Morgan shout to someone, "Put out the fire now!" And then she was shouting, "Get inside!" over and over. When we got halfway up the stairs, I looked back. The light was still on, hovering there, a few feet above the water, reflecting placidly in the dark water. When everyone was inside, Morgan told us to keep the lights off as she ran around locking the doors. I ran over to the living room and peered out the front window, but Mabel wasn't by the car anymore. Oh, shit. I swung the door open. Mabel! Mabel! Get inside, there's someone out there. Nothing. I ran back to John and Aaron. She's not out there. I scanned the crowd, huddled in the dark kitchen. But I didn't see Mabel's bleached blonde hair or bouncy skirt anywhere among the silhouettes. My throat was dry. Oh, no. You think she's still out there? John was freaking out. So was Aaron. The three of us ran over to the window. Fuck! The light was closer now, much closer, maybe only 20 feet from the shoreline. I scanned the beach, but it was too dark. The campfire was only smoldering embers. And strangely, the light from the boat...
Not the smolder.
Smoldering embers. This is longer than I thought.
This seems to happen with your stories.
I'm like, 10 minutes, whatever. Didn't actually illuminate the shore in front of it, whatever it was. Okay. Sorry, I missed that part. I cracked the window open. Mabel! I screamed. Mabel, get inside. There's someone out there. And then I heard something. A soft on the wooden stairs. When I squinted, I could see Mabel's bleached blonde hair sticking out amongst the dark shadows. She was at the bottom of the stairs, quickly running up when the light hit the shore. I could only tell it had because it was so close to the remains of the fire. I scanned the stairs. Mabel was halfway up. Run! I screamed out the window. Mabel, run! For a moment, the light just hung there, suspended in the darkness. Then it moved. It bobbed up and down, swinging slightly, like a pendulum. Like it was connected to something by a string. Heading straight for the stairs, my eyes shot to Mabel and my heart sunk to my stomach. Shh, what are you doing?
I unplugged my mic on this. Could you sneak me around?
Sneak?
Yeah, can you grab that?
Wait. Now what do I do?
I'll just grab it. The problem was that I kept getting unplugged.
Oh.
It's like, oh no.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I saw you touch it. I was like, I don't know what you're doing.
All that.
Getting hot in here. Oh no!
What?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
Oh! How long was it like that?
Probably for a while. If you were looking at it.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
What a shit show.
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Let me just hold this as well. I'm also done.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready to listen to your story.
Okay, hold on tight. It's gonna be 20 more minutes.
Oh.
Okay. 2 hours later. Okay, I'm on there. She'd stopped. Why'd she stop? John ran over. Mabel, run! But she didn't. I could see her clearly now, her silhouette halfway blocking the light behind her. She was about halfway up, and she was just standing there frozen, staring down at it. The light had stopped following her and just hovered there on the shore, a few feet above the sand, completely still, not even bobbing. Then she took a step down, towards it. John leapt into action. He ran out the door, unlocked it, swung it open. "Mabel!" he screamed. When she didn't move, he started down the stairs. I held my breath as I watched him approach Mabel. First, he reached out and grabbed her hand, tried to pull her away. When Mabel didn't budge, he grabbed her by the waist, picked her up bridal style, and started back up the stairs. The light shot into motion. It jiggled and bounced. Me too. As whatever was holding it raced up after him, swinging wildly side to side, growing larger by the second. I screamed with several others as it gained on him. It was going so fast. So fast. He burst in through the door, slammed it shut, locked it, and set her down on the floor. "Close the blinds," he shouted. "No." This is so long. I glanced back. The light stopped halfway up the stairs, just frozen, not even bobbing. Doing okay? I reached out and grabbed the blind cord. The blinds Fuck. I'm getting my L's mixed up. The blinds fell with a metallic cling. Everyone else raced to do the same thing. My heart was pounding, and I kept staring at the clock. No! I kept staring at the lock on the door, making sure it was slid. Then we were in the darkness. I ran over to Mabel. "Mabel, are you okay?" I asked. Her brown eyes stared blankly at the ceiling. "I think she's in shock or something," John said. It was like she was in a trance or something. I couldn't get her to follow me. Morgan ran over, breathing hard. "The police are on their way. I told them no one was hurt, but, she trailed off as she looked into Mabel's blank eyes. "Oh, God, this is so horrible." "It's here! It's here!" Someone was shouting. I whipped around. No. Light shone in through the blinds. Slowly it passed from left to right. Then it paused and turned around, slowly making its way to the other window, as if they were looking for a way in. "Let it in." We turned to Mabel. Her eyes were no longer blank. They were wild. She shot up, scrambling to her feet. "Let it in!" she repeated, her voice a hoarse growl. "Let it in, let it in, let it in!" She darted for the window. John, Aaron, and I darted after her. I got there first, wrapping my arms around her waist, trying to tug her back, but it was too late. With a metal schling, she pulled up the blinds. That's what they sound like. Schling! Ow. The light shone in, bright, unwavering, staring into my soul. I couldn't move, couldn't blink. All I could do was just stand there frozen, with my arms around Mabel's waist, hypnotized. And then I felt warmth in my heart. Exhilaration. Staring into the light filled my soul. It made me feel complete, happy, at peace. It was the same warm feeling I got when I imagined Aaron and I together forever. When I closed my eyes and just enjoyed being in his arms. When I closed my eyes and just... Oh, I already read that sentence. It was beautiful, wonderful. Everything was right in the world, but then... Something caught my eye. A shape. Something floating in the darkness behind the light. It took me a second to recognize it, but then, with heart-stopping horror, I did.
Oh.
Teeth. Rows and rows of pointed teeth twisted into a grin.
I hate those.
A Cheshire cat smile floating in the darkness. The jaws of an anglerfish floating in the deep ocean. What a fish sees seconds before its demise. Schling! Someone lowered their blinds. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked confusingly around at the others. For many minutes, no one spoke. When I finally looked back at the window, the light was gone. Mabel was never the same after that day.
Oh.
A few weeks into the summer, she went away to a mental institution.
Oh. Wow.
She didn't even start at U of Miami in the fall. John went alone, and I recently saw photos of him with his new girlfriend on Facebook.
Oh.
Aaron and I broke up as well, and I can't say I've enjoyed my first year of college without him. But that's not the only thing wrong in my life. You see, last night, just before I went to bed, I looked out the window, and I saw a white light deep in the forest shining back. Aliens! I don't think I was in the shot this entire time, because now Emma almost is looking. I don't know.
This is one shit show episode. I'm just holding
tried.
a mic stick here.
Sorry, guys. We tried. What do you think?
That wasn't very scary.
Oh,
I think
sorry.
I laughed too hard. I think I was just confused more.
I read it by myself in the dark, and I was like, this is interesting. But then
Yeah.
reading it out loud, I was like, this isn't
It
interesting.
was interesting, but it was very funny. But I think we have a problem with that.
So was it like a fish? Because it reminded me of, like, the deep ocean fish.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let us know. What do you guys think?
Mhm.
Was it a fish?
I just like the detail of them breaking up. Like, we know so
Oh my
much about
God.
their relationship.
It's
Like,
just
honey,
all the
it wasn't gonna
commentary.
work.
Like, I just, but then I was going to do this other story that was really interesting. This guy, he, like, does drug trials.
Okay.
And he took a drug where it sped his brain up
Oh.
so he could get a lot done.
Mm-hmm.
But his body, they couldn't speed up his body. His body was, it's stuck with, like, the normal, like, time frame or whatever. So seconds felt like days.
Oh.
And so he, like, went through, like, 10,000 years in his
Wow.
head
Okay.
in a day because he also took an Ambien. And he was, like, trying to think of ways he could kill himself. But he's like,
Oh.
but it would take forever
Right.
if he, like, rolled onto a train or, like,
Yeah. It would.
yeah, like, he's, like, because he fell and twisted his ankle, and it was, like, excruciating for, like, years.
Years. Right.
Yeah. So he was like, well, I can't fucking do that. So then he posted a message and said, someone come shoot me.
Fair enough.
It was good. It was very long, though.
Yeah.
So let us know if you want us to read more creepypastas.
Oh my gosh, that was just so funny. It was
But see, I think
they're fun.
I was talking to a few people who listened to our podcast, and what they liked about our true crime was us, like, laughing through it and not being so heavy. So I feel like that can make creepypastas, like, more fun, you know?
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think. Do you like the creepypastas? Do you like it? Do you? Do you like it? Let us know. Sorry.
I still have to hold this.
Yeah.
You know what we didn't talk about, which is so funny? How you
What?
came to my house with no shoes.
Oh! Listen, I kicked my flip-flops the other day when I was drunk. And I always have a pair of sandals in the back of my car because I keep forgetting to bring them in.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just go out barefoot. And then I have my shoes in the car. I don't know where they are. They weren't in the car. So I had to walk into Emma's house with no shoes on. It's wet and dirty. Yeah. I'm going to start a garden. Just thinking about that. That's all, folks.
All right. See you later.
Bye.